Let's start with your reading, Leo. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Okay. Wow. All right. Leo, what's going on? The main energy for the reading today is the Empress reversed. You know, the Empress reverse is always reminding you that when you try to change who you are or try to control how you appear to certain people or to certain situations, depending on the expectations that they might have of you, you are already losing the game. There is a situation that it's going to work out in your favor only if you stay true to who you are, only if you stay true to your expectations. Sometimes it's just right to say no, to say enough in order to make space for something better, you know? So let's see what's going on here, Leo. First of all, in the recent past, we see duality with both cards, Two of Pentacles and Strength with the two sides on the face. Right here, we see a complete shift in a situation, something that potentially went from extreme happiness to disappointment instead. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. There is something in the middle of these two energies that perhaps you didn't really account for, and that in a way caught you off guard when you least expected it. Something that created a loss of belief and that changed everything. You know, sometimes that fiery, beautiful passion can actually blind us, not allowing us to see what's really going on behind the mask, underneath the surface. There was so much more happening here that you might have not known about. And we'll come back to this to potentially find out more details about it. In the present, you have the Moon and the Queen of Wands reversed. You're currently trying to work on your confidence, Leo, trying for the past events to not impact the way you feel about yourself. And these two cards are standing right in front of the Empress reversed. It feels like you are revisiting the past and you are seeing it as something that was wrong with you, whereas instead, that's not the case at all. Some of you have started wondering, why did I let myself believe something that clearly was not happening? Why did I keep going into the situation when I knew that it was not going to work out? Yes, you might feel like you have let yourself on at times, but it's also true that you were invested in this. And you might have given the person a benefit of the doubt, you know? Don't beat yourself up because it's always easy to know what to do in hindsight. It's too easy. But when you are in this situation, it's a whole different game. We'll come back to this to see what else you should know about this present energy. In the near future, King of Wands, Five of Swords. The most important message that I see for you here is stop trying. Stop acting like this is a competition, Leo, where you have to compete for your person's attention, for their love, for their time. You need to move away from people and situations that do not give you what you deserve. And so right here, if you're asking to be loved, if you're asking someone to be appreciated, then you should already know that it's not for you. There is someone around you, there is someone around you already who instead sees you for who you really are. And they are already crazy about you, King of Wands. Someone who wants to turn that Queen of Wands upright. Very important energy. You know this person, but you're not looking into their direction. Or you're not believing that they might be interested because you're focusing on the people instead that do not appreciate you. Maybe looking for validation from them. We'll see what you should expect from this King of Wands as soon as we clarify. So let's start that and let's begin with your recent past. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles as well. It feels like there has been a beautiful beginning, maybe a great first date or first month together, something that showed a lot of promise, a lot of it, something that made you think that this had major potential. It made you think that this was love, that this was the one. But what happened next is that things started to reveal themselves to be very different. That Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords instead, something you did not see coming, that suddenly it's revealed to you, the reveal of the truth, and someone revealing themselves for what they really are. The issue is that at first you might have ignored these little right here, these little revelations here and there, right? You kept working for this Eight of Pentacles, kept living off that initial energy that you had up here, not wanting for things to change. It's hard to just have to admit that something you believed in was a mistake. It's not easy to do, but it's always better to cut your losses before you lose even more of yourself in the situation. Keep that in mind, regardless of what the situation is. So let's see what's going on in the present instead. Five of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Shore, the Phoenix. The most important thing that you should know right now is to not let the disappointment change you. It feels to me that you're not wanting to be vulnerable anymore. You might be telling yourself and the people you're seeing that you just want to have fun, that you have no expectations, that you go with the flow, that anything is game, saying yes to things, people, situations that once you would have said no to, just because you're looking for a distraction. And maybe some of you at least are looking for validation, the validation that this person didn't give you from other people. You might be in the process of blocking emotions, playing games, because that's how people do it, isn't it? Then I'm going to play the same game as well. But especially considering what's about to come next, you want to make sure that nothing is going to change you, nothing is going to change your goals. With the Phoenix, you are invited to rise from your own ashes. What was left behind from whatever has happened in the past, it's something that maybe you can use to rise again, to become stronger, to understand better what you want, to get closer to who you want to be, and to surround yourself with the people who will take you there, So use this. Don't make it change you. Use it as fuel to go where you really want to be, Leo. So let's see what's going on in the near future. Let's clarify these two cards. That Two of Cups coming up again. Okay, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, and 10 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. Yes. When you stop acting like you always have to prove yourself, what do you realize? You realize that you're absolutely beautiful, that you are who you're meant to be. And when something will work out, it's not because you're coming out as the best of the best, but it's because you have found your right match, the person and situation that was meant for you. Two of Cups. There is someone here who really wants to open up, who really wants to be right next to you, who is on the same boat as you potentially. And this is someone who you do not want to miss out on. This is the match that you were looking for. We all have matches out there, obviously. And when we try hard to fit something that just does not fit, then we see how we immediately struggle, and also we push away the people instead who are good for us. There is something right here that you're looking at, something that in a way makes you feel that pull, and this is that validation, that you're looking for from the people who didn't give it to you. But do you really need it, Leo? Yes, it's nice, it would be great, but do you really need it, Leo? No. No, you don't. There is someone here instead who is trying to really treat you like you're supposed to be treated, And here's the thing. When you stop trying so hard to fit something that doesn't fit, then life will happen with ease. The world around you will finally start shaping up after your vision. You have plenty of things that want to come to you, and you're going to finally be able to see who is really worthy of your time, of your love. And I already see, as we were saying, someone who is. You have options, but there is one in particular right here. I don't think you believe this person might be interested because you carry this burden with you. You are thinking every time I really like someone, they're never interested. But this is all past talk. It's not present or future talk. They are interested, very much so. I don't see them making any move yet, at least so far. But hopefully in the next few messages, we will see them doing something, anything. So let's focus on the incoming events after this inner realization, Leo. Let's see who this person might be, if and how they're going to come in. And let's see how your life is going to change now that you start loving yourself as you are. And now that you are not trying to fit situations that just do not fit. So let's see how it's all going to change from this moment forward, Leo. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Leo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events, the Five of Wands reversed. I got the feeling that something like this might have happened, but I was hoping that it wouldn't show up. Right here, I see someone who is not happy with the fact that you're not fighting for them anymore. This pull energy is going to become stronger in the next few weeks. They're not happy with the fact that you are moving on, that you don't need them anymore, that you're not looking for their validation, you're not reaching out, you don't give a crap anymore. And there is an incoming conversation that will prove that to you. But what is actually shocking about this energy is how you will react to this. To me, you are on a whole different level. And this person's reaction will shock you too. There is so much to this Five of Wands. And also potentially there is the possibility to finally let go of that, to get some closure right there and really start anew with this full energy from number 0, There are things that you keep with you because they're good lessons. They're good things that maybe can help you in the future. But from this person, I see very little that you should keep for yourself. So just out of curiosity, even if I don't want to look into it, let's see what this conversation will be about, how to best handle it. And then we will switch on to the new chapter that it's ahead of you. Let's start by clarifying the Five of Wands reversed. Whatever. I don't believe that. King of Wands. I see. Oh my God. It's funny. It's funny what people do when they realize that they're not losing you, they have already lost you. And this person is going to put up a show for you. But there is something very important that you should be very careful about in this incoming energy. The first thing that we see is